Future has been a leading provider of medical health insurance, and they have championed providing affordable and comprehensive medical cover across outpatient services and inpatient services. And for us, they have always been the ideal partner for us to integrate telemedicine solutions into how people experience their healthcare. Now, telemedicine is a means of using ICT, like your mobile phone, to be able to access a healthcare professional and a healthcare service at your own convenience, at a distance, without physically being in the same room with a medical professional. And from our 7 years of experience doing this, we have noticed that there's a lot of value we can add in primary healthcare if people can be able to access a doctor 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, from the comfort of their home, their workplace, or their school. And we have made our doctors available, and they're able to provide you the information that you need around prevention or even around curative care. What has happened is that we make it possible for you to receive your medicines at your doorstep when you need them, and if you need your lab tests done, we'll actually pick up your sample from wherever you are and run those lab tests, and our doctors will call you back to discuss your results with you and a healthcare plan that will allow you to achieve your desired healthcare results. So it's very important that we collaborate with health insurance, because we need to make sure that health insurance becomes much more commonplace, much more affordable, and the way that we are able to do that is by combining quality with affordability and also with convenience, and having a financing mechanism like health insurance to be able to deliver that service to all the people across the country. And so it's with a great pleasure that I'd like to invite the Managing Director of UAP to come and give us a few remarks.
Thank you, Doctor. Good morning to everyone. In Uganda, we are one of the leading medical insurance. We have got about, Doctor, you can correct me, about 68,000 lives we should cover. And key most is the fact that we need to improve the customer experience of our customers. At the end of the day, with the advent of the digital craze which is coming on board, we have to make sure that we are at the forefront in making sure that we provide those kind of services. And that's how our good friends have come onto the board. And we say, okay, can we try this and see how it goes? And if it improves the customer experience, then it's a must for us. Like I said, one of our main objectives as a leading insurance company is to make sure that we take advantage of this the tech bubble which is coming through, in terms of making sure that the kind of service which we are providing. Gone are the days when the client has to walk into a building so that they get his service. And I think probably we're going back to the old traditional ways. I was just talking to Doctor that in the old days, doctors used to visit clients. Correct me if I'm wrong. They used to visit clients if they are ill. And we just want to make sure that at the end of the day, the kind of experience which you get from this kind of partnership delivers that kind of value. So from Old Mutual and to our customers, that promise will continue to explore channels which will improve that experience. Not only for the purpose of just getting a premium, but at the end of the day, you feel that whatever I've bought for, whatever I've paid for, is really worth it. With those remarks, I think I'll
the official ceremony here, that everybody makes sure that they get a tour of the telemedicine clinic. It's the first telemedicine clinic in the country, and you can get to see how all these devices are integrated with software to provide you the best possible experience. You will also get an experience with our online shop, where you can actually purchase your medicines online and have them delivered to you. You can also buy your wellness lab tests remotely and comfortably, and your entire experience across the healthcare system should be seamless as that. So I'll hand over back to the MC to take us into the next part of our program.
strive to improve our customer experience and to add value to the customer. We are very happy with this partnership where we'll have our customers interact with technology through the Telemedicine Center. We want to make access to services much easier and more pleasant. And we are sure that with Rocket Health, our customers will be able to get that value for their money and that value that we'd like them to have in terms of an excellent experience. The customer will be able to get better access to good quality healthcare, which eventually is our aim, that they get healed faster and they get even more education in terms of how to take good care of their health.
Telemedicine basically allows you to use your mobile phone device or any other technologies to be able to access a doctor without being physically in the same room as a doctor. And we have found that over the 7 years of delivering these kind of services, that people find a lot of value in being able to access a doctor on their mobile phone. Because in many times people just need a consultation, they have a few questions, they need to be directed to the right level of care. And so in many of these cases, we're able to resolve these issues over the phone. In a few cases where we need to confirm a diagnosis, we have a lab service that will actually pick up your lab sample, bring it to the lab, run the test, and the doctor will discuss your results with you. And if you need any over-the-counter medication, this can also get delivered to you. So it's basically just using mobile phone technology that we always have in our pocket and using all these mobile payment systems to make your healthcare experience unique, personalized, and extremely convenient. So we noticed that the price of healthcare was going up. People are getting busier, the traffic jams are getting longer, and it's very inconvenient for people most times to get the care that they need. So people end up delaying getting healthcare because it takes so long at the hospital through the queues. And yet we all know that we have a mobile phone in our pocket, the doctor can still be accessed, you can still get the guidance and information you need. So it really helps with reducing any delays to getting care. It also makes sure that we maximize on all the time doctors have available to serve patients. So we think that over time that it will have a much greater impact because we cannot always put hospitals and clinics everywhere we want them. Collaborations with governments have already actually happened. So we are collaborating with government, with development partners like UNICEF and USAID. We're also collaborating with research institutions like the infectious diseases. And today we're here to officiate our collaboration with health insurance partner UAP Old Mutual. So it's really about making sure that we have value across every single touch point where healthcare is delivered in this country. For instance, if you're a UAP Old Mutual health insurance member, this service is already extended to you. So courtesy of having insurance with UAP Old Mutual, you'll be able to enjoy the benefits of this service and have that reimbursed by your insurer. At whatever cost it is for you to get the care that you need. So if you already have a cover that allows you certain expenses for your healthcare, that will all be covered in there, so there will be no cost on your part. But then you can also individually choose to be able to use the service yourself. So you could be able to subscribe to any of our service plans that will allow you to call a doctor at any point on time. You can be able to WhatsApp a doctor. You can be able to use our online shop, rockethealth.shop, to buy your medicines, buy your lab tests. So that it's really affordable and convenient for you to use this service. So what we can bring to you is lab services and your medicines. And then where you need a physical examination, you need to come into our Rocket Health clinic. Or if you need to see a specialist, we'll be able to put you in touch with the appropriate specialist.